It's pretty much an adorable sight to behold the assemblage of fine trees and lush green lawns thriving beneath them. However, there's a lot more than what meets the eyes. Not every grass seed can flourish under shades provided by trees. Thus, you need to find the best grass seed for shade to achieve that beautiful combination of prosperous lawns snuggling up the feet of tall trees that are providing shades for you and them. Now, this is one problem most homeowners face when it comes to gardening, because having that dual combination is really a tough task to achieve if you are ignorant of how to go about it. So in this video, we'll expose to you some of the secrets of achieving that fine side of nature around your garden and enlighten you generally about the union of grass and shades. Without further ado, let's begin already. Grass and shades, how they affect each other. Every lawn is made up of grasses, and these grasses need ample supply of light, air, water, nutrients, to first grow out of their seedlings and thrive luxuriously as they age. The shades, which could be in the form of mostly trees and sometimes high shrubs and buildings, prevent the lawn from accessing sunlight, which it needs for photosynthesis to be greenish. Shades also limit the lawn's access to light and water, wherein all these are vital for the plant's growth and survival. As if that's not enough deprivation already, the roots of these trees covet all the nutrients, water, and oxygen in the soil, and shades cause the grass to be left with little or nothing to thrive on. All these deprivations and starvation affect the lawn tremendously, causing them to grow weak and less greenish while they long for air, water, and sunlight in vain. Even more detrimental is the fact that the roots of these trees will have to stretch far beyond their space, encroaching into other areas, and hampering the growth of lawn meters away from them. So what then is the solution? Shade-tolerant grass seeds, what are they? Every grass prospers when it receives optimal sunlight, air, water, nutrients, oxygen, and every other essential it needs. However, there are some grasses who wouldn't mind surviving under the shades and still do well. The seeds of these grasses are what is often called shade-tolerant grass seeds. These kinds of seeds are the prime solution to having fresh lawns under your tree shades. These grass seeds could come alone or in combination with other grass seeds. And also, some of these shade-tolerant grass seeds are organic, while some have been specifically created artificially to flourish under shades. Examples of shade-tolerant grass seed. Grasses like mstay, Augustine, zoysia, red fescue, centipede, bahia grass, buffalo, and kikuyu are some of the best shade-tolerant grass seeds for you. Whichever one you find, you would have gotten your first start into growing luxurious lawns under shades. But that's not all. What is the best grass seed for shades? A wide variety of grass seeds that are well suited for shades exist out there with gardening experts and in their stores. Like earlier mentioned, these grass seeds designed to thrive under shades can come alone or in mixtures with other sunny seeds. When these grass seeds for shades germinate, their blades are slimmer than the average blades of seeds meant for the sun. These thinner blades can survive without adequate sunlight, and their stems tend to be longer. Thus, we've carefully researched on these grass seeds and discovered that the sun/shade mixture makes the best crop when it comes to doing well under shades. A mixture of both sun and shade seeds are the best because can grow anywhere. Their longer stems are an adaptation for spreading out far and wide in order to access a little bit of sunlight. The two grass seed mixtures fit into this profile. They are the steadfast shade and the super steadfast shade according to the website, thegrasspeople.com. These grass seed mixtures have been thoroughly researched and tested under shades. The difference between these two shades is that, while the steadfast shade grass seed mixture is meant for growing grasses under a partial shade that provides a certain level of sunlight exposure, the super steadfast shade grass seed mixture is meant for a full shade with very little room for the passage of sun rays. Also, you can try Jonathan Green Grass Seed Blend and Canada Green Grass Lawn Seed. Both are a mix of seeds and are very resistant. So your choice of the grass seed mixture should be anchored on the nature of your shade, whether it's full or partial. How to grow grass in a shaded area. Inasmuch as we've recommended the best grass seed for shaded areas, which is dependent on the nature of your shade, if you neglect certain essential practices that will stimulate their growth, you'll still be disappointed at the end of the day. Thus, following these tips will help you cultivate healthy green grasses under shaded areas successfully. 1. Analyze the intensity of sunlight hitting the area. No plant can survive without sunlight, and that's a fact. Even the best of grasses' shade-tolerant seeds can't thrive without sunlight, although some can manage at least 4 to 5 hours of sunlight in a day. Nevertheless, it's still not advisable. The difference between these shade-tolerant grass seeds, including the best 2 we've outlined, and other sunny seeds is in their tolerance level. Other sunny seeds need full rays of sunlight to survive, else they will wither away, but these tolerant ones can manage at least 4 hours. So before planting, analyze the intensity of sunlight hitting the area. If there's no slight chance of the grass getting up to 4 or 5 hours of it, then you might want to trim the tree a little and create some space for sun rays. 2. Find the right grass seed for the shaded area. We've already touched on that in the preceding subheading, which is on the best grass seed for shaded area. 3. Plant the seed. Now that you've selected the best grass seed for the shaded area, you can then prepare the soil for planting by raking the soil up to reduce its compactness. After raking it up, sprinkle the seeds evenly and cover the soil. 4. Water generously. Since the seed that's about to germinate will be in stiff contention with the trees for whatever nutrient necessary for growth inherent in the soil, it is important that you water your seed bountifully. Every plant needs sufficient moisture to grow, let alone an already deprived plant. Twice daily should suffice till the plant can stand on its own, then you can go back to the routine of watering them once daily. Recommended shade grass seed sellers. thegrasspeople.com has the best grass seed for shade mixtures at their online store. However, you can still opt for some other fine options like Pennington Dense Shade, Pennington Smart Seed Sun and Shade, Jonathan Green Dense Shade Grass Seed Mix, Scott Easy Seed Sun Shade. Take these bulleted action points to enjoy that priceless view of lawns and trees thriving gracefully. Find the best grass seed for shade, which is of course shade tolerant. Prep your soil by raking and trim trees that give no chance for sunlight rays. Plant your seeds and water sufficiently. Limit grass traffic while monitoring its growth. Tend to it regularly by watering them. Sit back and enjoy the view. Having lush green lawns without tall trees complementing their beauty isn't ideal. But having the combination without risking one for the successful growth of the other is the problem. Finding the best grass seed for shade comes as a solution, and not a solution in its entirety because you have to imbibe some gardening cultures to make it work. We'll be waiting for you at the comment section if you have any questions. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.